What's up, my PT peeps? One Eye Bri back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 7 finale, discussion, and some spoiler talk. Obviously, spoiler warning, if you don't want to know, stop watching now, as the information is highly likely to occur in the episode. Not 100% confirmed because it's been highly edited, the episode, I think twice is what they're saying, so we'll see how much actually gets to the final cut, but spoiler warning nonetheless. Here we go. We're going to talk about Maggie, Daryl, Negan, and a couple other things. But Maggie's been hiding out at the hilltop since she left the lineup, and she's been there for the doctor, and she hasn't been spotted, and no one knows that she's alive except the people that need to know. But in the finale, Negan will know that Maggie is still alive, and I'm guessing that Daryl is with the group because Daryl is going to be fighting them and chasing after them and whatever, and I would assume that he knows that Daryl is with them. But it's going to be war, so who cares? They can come out in the open. They don't have to hide as much. It's going to be war, the saviors versus the survivors. Maggie and Daryl hiding at the hilltop, but now they'll be out in the open. Daryl is obviously seen in the trailers and promos, obviously right here, and also with him trying to get information from Dwight or even killing him. But Daryl has to hide, I would assume, at the very beginning until shit gets crazy and the war kind of starts, or the battle starts. I guess the start of the war. But he's there working on explosives, and he has to hide, I would assume. He can't be out in the open because if the Saviors do that, they'll just start chaos and try to shoot him on sight. But when the time is right, I would assume he comes out. We don't have that much information about it, but I'm excited to see it. And again, the episode was highly edited. We don't know what's the final cut, but you know Daryl will be in it, and he should be a big part. Can't wait to find out. Now, Negan comes to Alexandria, obviously, and it's going to be his surprise when Maggie shows up in a heroic way, especially because Negan thought that Maggie died. Because in episode 704, Father Gabriel said, "Are you here to pay your respects?" Took him to a grave that was empty. We hoped there would be guns in the grave, but it doesn't look to be that way. And, it turns out that was a good theory, but it's not going to turn out, which sucks because I would like to have graves that have guns in them. There's no bodies in them. Abe and Glenn aren't buried there, and Maggie's still alive. But Negan, to this point, thought Maggie was dead, and I'm glad they did that because they were like, I was going to bring her back with me, and the widow talk, and they were there. And it would be terrible to see Maggie as one of his wives. I wouldn't want to see that at all. But Negan is going to be in for a rude awakening and a big surprise when she comes around. Now, the episode sounds great. Can't wait for it, but it's going to be ups and downs, highs and lows, craziness, sadness. But Rick is going to get betrayed. He's going to get basically put in a precarious situation with a second lineup, like a mini lineup with him and Carl. But no fear that no one's going to die. No one gets hurt. Rick gets shot. He'll live. He'll be okay. Jadis actually shoots him. But Carol comes to the rescue and saves him. And it's going to be amazing and heroic with Shiva and everything. And I cannot wait. But behind them, at another point, Hilltop, Jesus, and Maggie come as well. So we're going to have the survivors, the Kingdom Riders, and the Kingdomers, and the Hilltop people all together. Now, at one point, I think Maggie has Judith at the hilltop is what they're saying. So she was probably told by Rick of the plan and to safeguard Judith at the hilltop. Maggie was probably contemplating, should we go fight? And she does. She takes the hilltop members and they go and they fight. And also they win a little bit. Maggie wanted to fight from the very beginning, and now they are. And this is probably the last time that Negan or any of the Saviors would have seen Maggie when she was like this. But it's going to freak Negan out. He's going to be like, what the hell? I think he calls her the widow. The widow is alive. He has some funny, snarky lines about her. But he's like, oh, shit, Maggie's alive. And she's kicking ass. She's shooting people left and right. Also, the pocket watch and Glenn will be mentioned. We'll see the pocket watch with a beam of light or a ray of sunshine or a ray of hope or whatever you want to call it. At the end, Maggie's going to have a monologue playing through, and it should just be a good ending. Wrap up all of the 16, the finale of Season 6 and the Season 7 premiere, all the way, all the season to the wrap it up of the finale of Season 7 should be great. Glenn will be mentioned. It should be a great thing. I can't wait. A lot of people miss Glenn, Stephen Yeun, and I do too. I wish he was still alive on the show, but that's the show. That's the writing. That's where we go from there. But Maggie and them are going to show up. Negan's going to find that she's still alive, and he's going to be shocked to see it. So there you go, guys. I can't wait for it. More information, as when we get it, you get it. So I always share the wealth of my knowledge. Walking Dead community page on Facebook, all are welcome. Join that group. If you like this channel, you'll like the group for sure. If you do like this channel, please hit that subscribe button today. That'll really help us out. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Post your comments below about the information we provided about Negan, Maggie, Daryl, all that good stuff. Can't wait for the episode. How about you guys? And as always, thank you for watching.